Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Mustache, and we are back. We're gonna be doing some more Foundations drafts today. I just got kind of an itch for it. Just taking a break, not doing it for a bit. Kind of letting the format unravel, doing some other things. Got me a little bit of a drive for it, so I'm excited to do some drafting today with some high energy plays. And also, I got a really cool hat. Put some respect on this hat. Means we're gonna get a W here. You know, I might have to play the YMCA theme song because this hat is just kind of making me too powerful. So it's very unlikely that we take a loss today, with the power of the 45th and 47th president on our side, and my amendment rights to be able to possess guns. Because, like I always say, I don't shoot and miss. Aim and fire down the barrel, baby. So honestly, what I've realized is the goal is just to play a white deck. White decks are just kind of OP in this format, and like if your deck is majority white cards and you end up with like a lot of white uncommons, you're probably going to do very well because white is currently, I think, all four white color pairs are at least tier 1 or tier 2, which is kind of ridiculous. But they decided to make this silly format. I just had a really good white-red deck. It was disgusting, actually. Apparently blue-black is pretty good, too. Yeah, it looks like blue-black's doing very well. But I think all the aggro-color pairs with white are just really strong in best of 1. We're going to be playing best of 3 because Chads play best of 3, but it is important to know. Also, I kind of just don't like ending up in green because I feel like I just always end up with a bunch of mediocre green cards. Like, green can be good, but sometimes it's just hit or miss. And I feel like the good green decks are majority white. All right, welcome to a Foundations draft on the channel. Our rare today is Progenitus, which I believe for a while was actually a pretty expensive card, but I think it's safe to say this card is pretty much useless in this format, but still a cool one to pick up, one I'd be excited to open in a pack. At uncommon, though, we do have an Ajani's Pridemate and a Vengeful Blood Witch. I think Blood Witch is a little bit worse than Pridemate. But this is still a really good card. And I also think Burst Lightning is just the best common in the set. So it's probably just Burst Lightning or Johnny's Pridemate. I do like being in white a little bit more. But I think Burst Lightning is overall just a slightly better card. Honestly, I think I'm going to start with the Johnny's Pridemate. This card is just so powerful. Ooh, okay. And to follow that up, I can take a Heroic Reinforcements. I mean, this is just a really strong card. Being able to get 2/1/1 guys is awesome, and they become 2/2 until the end step. Give everything haste. Really, really good, especially if you have some low-costed cards to combine with it. Vampire Gourmand. When this attacks, you can sack something if you do draw a card, and this can't be blocked. That sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds really good. Twin Blade Blessing, enchant creature has double strike. I don't think that card's very good, to be honest, but I think it's decent enough to play for sure. And Thousand Year Storm, I think, is just way too slow in this format. This format has felt really, really fast thus far, if I'm being honest. And other than that, this pack is just really underwhelming. It's pretty much just the Vampire Gourmand versus the heroic reinforcements. I do think Vampire Gourmand is pretty insane, though. Honestly, we're going to take the Vampire Gourmand. I haven't gotten to use this card, haven't gotten to play black much, so. Painful Quandary. When an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life or discards a card. That card's actually not completely useless, but it is a pretty bad one. There is a Meteor Golem here, which in some slower decks I think you can get away with. There's also a Cathar, Commando, Goldvein pick. Goldvein pick I've actually been relatively impressed with. Honestly, depending on the deck, Goldvein pick can be very powerful, but you have to be in the right deck, and we don't really have enough information yet to decide whether this is good. So I think I'm just going to take the Cathar Commando because it's just a little bit safer here. Vampire Soulcaller is also just like a decent filler card. Yeah, let's just go with the Cathar Commando here. Ooh, that's an Anthem of Champions. That's a really good card, to be honest. I've had a lot of success with this card. There's also a Claws Out, which I recently got beaten down by. A Johnny is a cat, so this isn't terrible. I think I'm just going to go with the Fleeting Flight. I think this card is okay. Pilfer is basically useless in my opinion. Anthem of Champions is definitely the best card here. Yeah, let's just go Fleeting Flight. Stay white as long as possible. Genesis Wave. Reveal X from your library. You can put any number of permanents with mana value X or less onto the battlefield. That sounds interesting, but I feel like it's probably too slow. There is a Stab, which I do like quite a bit. Yeah, Stab is probably the best card in this pack. If I wasn't taking that and I wanted to stay more white, I could go Goldvein pick, but let's just try the Stab for now. See what is open. Ooh, and to follow that up, we get a Banishing Light. Probably one of white's best commons. Hopefully we can get some life gain synergies here. Macabre Waltz. Return 2 creatures from the graveyard. Discard a card. Not a big fan of that card. Inspiring Paladin is okay, though, if you're on the aggro end of things, if you're going first. Yeah, we'll just go with the Inspiring Paladin here. It's a decent card that I'm willing to play. Oh, wow, we're getting a pick 8 Prideful Parent. I mean, this card has proved to be pretty decent as well. Especially when you have, like, the White Angel that says, when something enters, you gain a life. Marauding Blight Priest. That's not a terrible card. Just turns all of our life gain into drain, which I do want to try to get some life gain going since I have an Ajani's Pridemate. I think Fishing Pole is just completely useless, right? Yeah, Fishing Pole is terrible. Blight Priest is okay. Fake Your Own Death. That actually could prove to be pretty useful here. It's probably a little bit better than Twin Blade Blessing, if I'm to be honest. I mean, just double strike for 3 mana and it being double white is really not that good. If it was 2 mana and wasn't double white, I'd be like, okay. Okay, we get another Fleeting Flight, or we get a Mischievous Pups. Mischievous Pups is okay. I think I'm just going to go with the Fleeting Flight. I don't have too much interaction yet, so probably not playing either of those cards. Well, we are somewhat committed early on, but that's okay. Oh, we just get a pick 13 Goldvein pick. I don't mind if I do. That's actually really nice. All right, pack number 2. What do we got going on here? So our rare is Drakuseth Maw of Flames, which has been game-ending the times I've actually gotten to play it. And then there is the Seer Slicer Goblin, which has Raid to create a 1/1 Goblin. That is a very, very good card. And there's nothing here that really makes our deck awesome, if I'm going to be honest here. I could take another Cathar Commando, which is like just okay. Or I could just take the Seer Slicer. Seer Slicer is definitely a really broken card. But I might just be committed to black at this point. You know what? I think I'm going to take it just because, like, I don't think Cathar Commando or Fake Your Own Death are two high priority picks. There is a chance that maybe we pivot off into red here. Oh, wow. That's a Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. That's one of the best cards in this set. Yeah, that card is literally insane. And look at that. There's another Cathar Commando. Divine Resilience. Target creature gains indestructible. Divine Resilience is not that good. Man, there's 2 blue rares in this pack. That really sucks. Not only is this card in a color that we're not currently in, it's also double blue, and we don't really have an instant sorcery theme. It's mostly just a flyer. So it's actually not that good for us, but it does hurt to see that we're passing bombs like that. There's an Infestation Sage. Infestation Sage is okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Sage here, because it is a good fodder for the Vampire Gourmand. Ooh, okay, there's another Banishing Light. Crypt Feaster, what does this do? Threshold. This gets +2. That's not that great. Vampire Nighthawk is actually pretty decent in this deck, I'm sure. Yeah, I think Vampire Nighthawk is probably a little bit better than Banishing Light in this situation. Just because we do already have that Ajani's Pridemate. And flying is just really good in this format. Ooh, okay, there's a Healer's Hawk. Awesome. There's also a Guarded Air when this enters. Create 2/3/3 Knights. That seems pretty good. But I don't think it's as good as a Healer's Hawk. Healer's Hawk is also good for the Gold Vein pick. Ooh, okay, we have a black rare. 9 lives familiar. This enters with 8 revival counters. If it dies, you can turn it to the battlefield. Okay. 9 lives familiar seems okay. There's also a Sarah Angel or another stab. I think we might just be supposed to take this stab. Sarah Angel is okay, but stab is just the most premium black common probably. I think 9 lives familiar is actually decent, but we really only have 1 sacrifice synergy, so this is probably just a little bit better. Ooh, we get another Healer's Hawk. Awesome. Raise the Past. Return all creatures with meta value 2 or less from your grave to the battlefield. That seems actually okay. And there's another Guarded Air. Wow, that is a loaded pack for us. I mean, we just got to go with the Healer's Hawk. It's just too beneficial to our deck. Hopefully we can get another Johnny's Pridemate. That'd be awesome. Okay, there's a Hungry Ghoul. I don't think Hungry Ghoul is, like, insane by any means, but it's actually pretty decent when you have, like, a lot of token synergies, right? It's also just good to be able to respond to your opponent's interaction. I doubt we're going to play that Seer Slicer Goblin. Yeah, we're pretty invested into black now. Take the Make Your Move for the side deck, I guess. I've also just kind of wondered, like, at what point does Heir Apparent become a good card? Like, how many of these do you need for this to be good? Maybe, like, 4? I mean, it's way too late in pack 2 to justify that at this point. I could have maybe taken the blue-black land. Okay, so we don't end up getting back that Cathar Commando, but that's fine. I mean, we're pretty solid on playables at this point, and we pick up a white-black land. This land is actually more beneficial to us than in other archetypes, specifically because it can trigger our life gain synergies like a Johnny, and so that's actually really nice, especially since the consistency in this format is not that great. I think Divine Resilience is, like, probably a little bit better than the Macabre. Actually, maybe this card is better. I don't really need to play either of these, to be honest. Take the Crypt Feaster, I guess. You know what? I'll take the white card to cut white. If you're getting deep in white, you're doing something good. Unfortunately, Quick Draw Katana has not been very good. Sanguine Siphoner, that's actually not a terrible card for us. It does present a life gain synergy. Alright, pack number 3. Show us something good here. Rare is Kellen, which has turned out to be a pretty good aggressive card. There's a Midnight Snacks, which I think is probably just useless, right? Yeah, Midnight Snacks is terrible. There's another Infestation Stage, though, and there's a Prideful Parent. Yeah, I think the Infestation Sage is just very, very good here. I mean, it makes a Healer's Hawk, essentially, whenever it dies, and flying is just very good. Especially with Raid in the format. Oh my gosh, we're getting past a pick to a Johnny Color of the Pride?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Well, I don't think we could have been blessed anymore. Man, imagine if we were white-red and we had 2 Drakuseth. That'd be crazy. This is the land that becomes a 3/3 with Vigilance. It's actually really nice. There's also a Resolute Reinforcements and a Helpful Hunter in this pack. So even if the Ajani wasn't here, we would have been getting spoiled. But Ajani is just nice. Probably one of the better Planeswalkers in the format. Okay, we get another stab. There's a Billowing Shrink Mass and a Luminous Rebuke. Also a Gutless Plunderer. First time seeing that guy here. I think I'm probably down for another stab. This is a really low-costed deck. Luminous Rebuke is a good card, but I think it's probably better in a more controlling base deck. And also, my deck just doesn't care that much about Threshold, so I don't think the Shrink Mass is that great. But 3 stabs sounds pretty good to me. Oh my gosh, there's a Kranko. Dude, if we were playing red, this draft would be insane. There's an Angel of Finality, I guess. Kind of low on creatures. It's just another flyer. That's probably fine. I mean, it's just a decent, sizable body for the rate. And I already have a Fake Your Own Death. Ooh, okay, there's a Raise the Past. That actually might be kind of good in this deck, right? We have 9 things that could be bought back. Yeah, I think Raise the Past actually might make it into our deck here. Okay, we can get a 4th stab. Sure. I'm down for that all day. Could take another Gold Vein pick, but I think I'd rather just have the stab. We now have 4 stab. That sounds really good. There is a Burglar Rat, or there is a Seeker's Folly. I think Burglar Rat is actually kind of cool. Also, I want to point out Ravenous Amulet isn't a terrible card either. If you are able to build around it, I mean, this is just a good engine to sacrifice stuff and get bonuses. Okay, there's a Vanguard Seraph. There's also another Marauding Blight Priest. I think I actually do want the Vanguard Seraph. This deck seems to be very good at gaining life. And I just want another top-end card, I guess. Okay, we get past another Blight Priest anyway. Man, if we had more life gain rewards, I'd actually be willing to throw that in there. Armasaur Guide. Do I actually want that? That might actually be worth it in this deck. We'll see. I don't know that I'm going to play either of those. Oh, wow. We get the Soulstone Sanctuary back. That's actually really nice. I mean, the Soulstone Sanctuary is basically just free since we picked up that duel. So that's really nice. Oh, and the Gutless Plunderer comes back? Yeah, that's actually pretty good, I guess. Good little card advantage engine. Alright, well, we ended up with a pretty well-balanced aggro deck here. Time to make some cuts. $18 creatures. So that's 10 creatures that can be summoned back from the Raise the Past. That's actually kind of nice. Gutless Plunderer actually isn't terrible. Maybe I don't want Inspiring Paladin. How many ways do I have to give people 1/1 counters? 1, 2, 3. So there is some synergy with that. I could cut the Armasaur. Or, I mean, I could put the Armasaur in. I might cut Marauding Blight Priest. My average CMC is 2.1. That's really fucking low. Yeah, that's really fucking low. Is Hungry Ghoul that good? Hungry Ghoul is okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. The only thing I'd want to do is like take out the put in the Blight Priest maybe, just to make these Healer Hawks better. But I guess we can try this. All right, well, we ended up with a decent looking white-black deck with a very low to the ground curve. I think you could almost make an argument for 15 lands here because our average CMC is 2.1, but some of the cards of note here are 4 Stab, one of Black's best pieces of interaction, double Healer's Hawk, double Infestation Sage, alongside an Ajani Caller of the Pride, and as well Ajani's Pridemate, and a Raise from the Past that can get back 10 total creatures. So overall, this deck looks to be pretty good, and hopefully we do not brick on lands here and just flood out. But we do got the Soulstone Sanctuary to, just have something to use our mana on in the late game. So I'm going to hope for the best, and let's go ahead and hop into these games. There we go. The XD is very important for anyone out there. For anyone who doesn't know, the XD is a very important part of winning. All right, match number 1. Let's see what we can do here. So we have a 2-draw, but we just have so many dang lands. I think we got them all here. Okay, well, now we don't have a white, but I think I'm going to risk it. Burglar Rat on 2, maybe Sanguine Siphoner on 3. Maybe just put back this guy. Not really sure how I'm not really sure how good some of these white cards or these black cards actually are. Haven't played too much with black in this format, but it could be pretty good. No, I need a white source, man. Wait, this guy's playing a Hidatsu second right? I actually helped him by getting rid of this trash card. He literally had a brick. And I said, let me take that brick out of your hand, bud. Oh my gosh, I need a white mana so bad. Well, let's go ahead and stab that. Stab OP. Yes, sir. Stab on me. Stab on 3. Stab. Bro, is this guy actually... He's burst lightning my burglar rat? What the heck?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Does this guy actually know how to play the game? Like, did he play the tutorial for Magic the Gathering? Dude, this is so frustrating. Oh, no. Ow. Can I have a white land? Brother, you're kidding me. They're actually just cucking me. These dirty, dirty cuckolds, man. Finally. The Lord has answered our prayer.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
I think I just go ahead and do this. So next turn, my Ajani will just be bigger than his Goblin. Oh, we got a double white. That's actually huge. That's actually just huge. And this Inspiring Paladin just gives me first strike. Go to combat here. Gain back the 1. Get in for 5. Then I can drop in the bird. Get some more life gain going. If he's able to AoE us, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures I'm getting back with Raise the Past. I'm really glad I decided to play that. Probably just go ahead and take it here. I assume he's just going to Fanatical Firebrand my Healer's Hawk. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hold up.
This guy's playing 2 Hidatsu? Bro, why is this guy playing 2 Hidatsu second right? Are you kidding me?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I just got Hidatsu second right. Someone call a judge. Judge, why the fuck did he have that? Dude, that is actually disgusting. Dude, that I don't even know if I can, like, recover from that. I just got Hidatsu second right. I made him discard the first one. He played 2. Who is playing 2 of that card? Who's playing 1 of that card? That's terrible. Okay, well, now I'm just the better player. We have a turn 1 Healer's Hawk into a turn 2 Ajani's. The better player has been identified, and his name is Mr. Beats by Ash, 1000 Bands in the flesh, baby. You are in the presence of greatness. I will no longer lose to Hidatsu's second right. I refuse to lose to Hidatsu's second right, baby. Get in with the Healer's Hawk. Now we have a 3/3 Ajani's Pridemate. Man, I love Ajani's Pridemate. It takes me back to the first days that I used to play Magic with my brother. Because I remember, like, Diregraph Ghoul, Ajani's Pridemate. Like, these were all cards you used to get in, like, the Deck Builder's Toolkit. I'm sure Stab and Healer... I'm sure Stab was... I'm sure Healer's Hawk and Stab were in there somewhere back in the day. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get in here. Maybe he'll use, like, a combat trick. No combat trick. That's good for us. Now I can go ahead and go for the Prideful Parent. I just got to stay out of range of the Hidatsus, man. Out of range of the Hidatsus, out of mind. Let's go ahead and stab that guy because he's kind of OP. Fool me once, Hidatsu you. Fool me twice, Hidatsu you a second time. Hidatsu me once, shame on me. Hidatsu me twice, shame on you. Hidatsu me thrice, I'm ending the game 2-0. It's over. Alright, guys. I refuse to someone who's running 2 copies of Hidatsu second right. I refuse. Alright, pretty well balanced hand here. Oh, shit. He has a rare. I'm going to answer that.
Gotcha, bitch.
I feel like this is such a bomb-heavy format. Like, rares are just so dang powerful. So you can go Vampire Gourmand here. Next turn I go Burglar Rat, sack, and make him discard and draw. Okay. Sure. Well, I kind of need the card draw here. The Chad thing to do would be to draw into a stab. Oh, we draw into a Vampire Nighthawk? Based. Vampire Nighthawk, extremely based. I have to make sure I don't get into Hidatsu's range. If this guy Hidatsu's me a second time, I would be so triggered. Okay, this is really scary. I have to make sure he cannot Hidatsu me. If he Hidatsu's me, I will lose all of my honor. How dare you? How dare you set up for Hidatsu's? Oh my gosh, he might actually have it. I don't know, he might. Okay, Soulstone Sanctuary. That's actually kind of based. I need to attack with this in case his last card is a Burst Lightning, and then he Hidatsu's me. Okay, I have to make sure I'm out of Hidatsu range. Oh my gosh. Brother, this is so scary. It's actually so scary. Okay. Okay, he's not as much of a Neanderthal as I thought. Let's go. Nighthawk control, baby. This card's nice. Oh my gosh, he actually didn't have a Hidatsu's. Dude, this guy is playing such a cheese strat, bro. He's actually just a big cheese. Okay, I drew a real blocker. Cool. That's nice. Gain back some more HP here. He drew a Hidatsu's. No, he didn't. Okay. Healer's Hawk, that's okay. Pretty decent draw. Keep creating space between us and our opponent. Get out of that Hidatsu's range. Sanguine Siphoner, sure. Not attacking with that guy. Interesting. Okay. Attack with both of those. I hope this guy draws Hidatsus back to back. I would love for him to do that. Yes. The anti-Hidatsu strat will reign supreme here. Fanatical Firebrand. No, my Healer's Hawk. I wonder what you're going to do. Boop. Three-turn clock. Three-turn clock. Yes, sir. We love a good land this time of year. Give him an emo for good measures. Rats. Rats from the bay. Oh, shit. I can just sack this for the Hungry Ghoul. That's kind of broken. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure. Oh my gosh, she's got a Kellen. I'm scared. Unfortunately, bud, you won't be able to do combat damage. I can't allow you to do combat damage, buddy. GG's, buddy. The better black player has been identified. Oh my gosh. Jonathan, the Ajani Jit, gets it done.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
Jonathan, the Ajani Jit, is back for vengeance. Bro, don't talk shit on Ajani like that. On my life, as a John Ashby, I can't allow you to talk shit on Ajani, man. Ajani's just too based. They tried to despark him, but he was too based. Alright, this hand looks extremely based. Man. If we draw a white land for turn, it's going to be insane. The only issue here is that I really want to save this land for my Ajani to trigger. So if we draw a white basic, it's actually crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm that guy.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
For anyone who's new to the channel, I wanted to take a moment while I have a Healer's Hawk into an Ajani's Pridemate to let you know that my pronouns are Himothy / that guy, because no one's out here doing it like me, baby. I kind of don't want to trade those. I mean, I guess I can. His is worth 2 mana. Mine's worth 1 mana, so. And I have another flyer. Yeah, I'll trade a 2 mana card for a 1 mana card all day, baby. No!
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Cathar Commando, where are you at? Where are you at, Cathar Commando? I need you right now. It's kind of crazy our opponent's playing a 3-color deck. You don't really see that often. Oh my gosh, just an Ajani. Based Ajani. Please use an interaction. I want my Ajani to stick. I want to develop more blockers before playing Ajani. He has double blue. He could have a counter. I think let's just keep this on top. That sounds pretty good to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Sir, please calm down. Please calm down. That was too OP. That was too OP, bud. That was way too OP. Sir, that was too fucking OP. I mean, if he has another bite down, he has another bite down. There's like, do I really want to double stab that? If he bushwhacks, we still trade. I'm going to hope that he does not have another bite down. Because that was oppressive, man. He's actually attacking. He's actually attacking. This guy's a mad lad. What could he have? Fuck. Would he really bushwhack me? I guess if I don't block, maybe he bushwhacks and plays a different creature. Oh my gosh.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why is that card in this guy's deck? Why does he have that? Hello? Why the fuck do you have this, bud? Wow, that's why he did that. So I guess technically, if I didn't block, I would have been in the clear. I mean, that was a 50-50 situation. Well, I basically have to pass and just hope that we draw into a Banishing Light next turn or we're cooked. If I get a Banishing Light, I could easily come back. Play something I can stab? No, that card's too OP. No, that's insane. Why do you have that? Alright, well, the only thing that gets me back in is a Banishing Light, so I might as well do this. It's not a Banishing Light. Ripperonis. I have one more turn to draw Banishing Light. Okay. Wait, why are you playing that? That card is terrible. That card lets you fix your mana once you have 5 lands. That's, like, actually terrible. Okay, that's a guy, I guess. There's no way I actually survived to be able to use my Johnny. No, that's gross. No, that's gross. Well, now even if I draw a Banishing Light, I don't think it matters. Wait, he's playing 2 Grow from the Ashes? This guy's deck's so bad. Well, that wasn't a Banishing Light. GG's. Unfortunate. We got in a 50-50 situation and lost the coin flip. Honestly, Stroke of Midnight isn't terrible in this matchup, but I feel like I should just do other things than rather focus on his 1/6 mana 12 guy. Like, I have 2 Death Touchers. And if I'm already established in the air and doing what our deck's trying to do, it really shouldn't matter that he has that. Alright, bro. Don't answer my Johnny's Pride Mate. Do not answer a Johnny. Or his Pride Mate. On the play here, Healer's Hawk into a Johnny's Pride Mate. It's a keep for me. Sir, please do not answer my Healer's Hawk a Johnny Pride Mate. I don't have a lot going on in my life. Turn 1 Hawk. Can't stop the Hawk. Hawk Tua, baby. A Johnny. If we top deck a Johnny Planeswalker here, that would be insane. Brother, why do you have this? Why do you have such bullshit, brother?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I could just top deck a Cathar Commando and just get my Johnny back online. That'd be pretty cracked. No cap. He's actually going for a Grow the Ashes? Okay. If he puts that Triceratops dumbass out again, I'm going to be kind of heated. Oh my gosh, I actually top deck at the Cathar Commando.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
Better player, baby. Better player. Go, a Johnny. Strike. Do not allow him to have the exile on my Johnny. He has to destroy this time. I get it. This guy has never touched a woman in his life. I understand. It is what it is. It's fine. I get you. I understand. Some people will just never touch a woman in their life, and that's why they have to keep picking on little Johnny's Pride Mate. He did nothing wrong. Into the fucking Triceratops, that's bitch boy.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
Okay. That's lit. Lit like Bic, baby. Lit like Bic. Alright. Sir, please do not answer my Healer's Hawk or my Pest. I just have a nice little insect. He's fine. He's a good old boy. He's playing 2 Triceratops? What?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why does this guy have 2 Triceratops? Judge? Can we get the judge here? Wait. I think this is actually insane. Wait, this might just be like the best raid from the past you've ever seen. Yeah, we just go with Johnny. We bring back, and then we have protection from Banish the Light. Go. Raise the past. Build the Ajani. Build the Ajani. Yes, sir. We out here building Johnny. Building the Ajani like I'm Donald Trump. We don't tear people down. We only build. The wall of Ajani's friends. It must be built at all costs to protect our country. There's no way he has a way to give all his guys trample. I don't believe him. He's not that guy. Yeah, I don't believe he's that guy. Yeah, he's not that guy. Okay. There's no way he plays that thing that bounces everyone back to hand. Let's go. Jonathan the Ajani Jit gets it done. There we go, baby. Locked in. Triceratops counter. The Triceratops must be countered at all cost. This man just loves his dinos. Yeah. He loves his dinos so much that he independently decided that he never wants to touch another woman in his life by putting double Triceratops in his deck. We all make weird decisions sometimes. His is just kind of bunk. Okay. Well, I have the make your move. Oh, and we get a raise from the past? That's kind of huge. Okay. That is really huge. Yeah, that was big. We'll go for the Gutless Plunderer. Big Plunderer. Okay. I think I'm just going to decline. I'm so glad we did that. Like, any other line, like if I played the Prideful Parent, we'd probably just lose by drawing 3 lanes in a row. Like, that would be so bad. Oh, we drew in a Johnny?
I fucking knew it! Oh!
A Johnny on me, a Johnny on 3, a Johnny. Fight down. Okay. Bro, what the fuck?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
What the fuck, dude? And I draw planes anyway? I got rid of 3 planes. That's ridiculous. That's actually redonkulous, dude. Okay. The dude just did double bite down Luminous Rebuke. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to keep messing with my Ajani. Ajani does not deserve this. He's a prideful man. He's going for another Grow from the Ashes. Okay. Sure, whatever. Well, I have no other actions to make, so I guess I can just do this. It's getting back 2 things, which is like, okay, I guess. I would love this guy to just top deck a Triceratops. He does not. Okay. No Triceratops, buddy. No Triceratops. Okay, well, he either has a Banishing Light, or... No, he just doesn't have anything. Let's go. The boat, baby. No Triceratops is an even match for the legendary duelist Beats by Ash 1000 Bands. That's all I'm going to say. Not 1 Triceratops did we topple, but 2. With the power of a Johnny and friends. A Johnny will not be silenced. He stands for the people. Do the Donald Trump. Do the Johnny. Alright, it's time for the final boss battle. Who will stand on top? Will it be the rightful justice, known as the Johnny Brigade? The other thing about that guy's deck is that he just played 2 Grow from the Ashes, and I think that's just an F tier card. Legitimately, I just don't think you should ever put that card in your deck unless you have like a game-ending auto-win mythic rare in another color you didn't get fixing in. But really, like, not that many people want to go 3-color decks. You could just focus on getting fixing if you got a card that's that powerful, to where I think there's no right to. All right, final boss time, baby. Let's go. Oh my gosh, this is such a whiff. This is such a whiff, dude. We had the Pride Mate. I mean, Prideful Parent and a Johnny. That sucks so bad. I got them all. Okay. Well, this is risky, but I'm going to throw it back. We're going to keep. I'm keeping the stab, so we have actual interaction. I have to draw a white, but oh well. I'm on the play? Yeah, I'm on the play. Okay. It was a good draw here, but hopefully we can get a black. If we get any land, it's actually huge just because I can go Pride Mate into a Johnny, and then it's like double a Johnny and Friends control. Okay. A Johnny and Friends have entered the battlefield. Let it be known. Double a Johnny control. I'm establishing the double a Johnny control immediately to let him know who the alpha male is here. I hope everyone knows that it takes like a very high level of testosterone to control this many Johnnies this early in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That's classified as an enchantment. You should have bundled with Cox Cable, man.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Boop. No, no, no. A Johnny no likey. Can we draw a black? That is the question of the day. Does he have something that destroys a planeswalker? I don't think there's many things that do that, right? Oh, okay, he destroys a creature. I need to draw black here. Please give us a black. Please. My Johnny does not deserve to go out like this. My Johnny doesn't deserve to go out like this. This is so fucked. Why? Why am I getting punished? A Johnny did nothing wrong. He is just a prideful man. You're standing face to face with the lions and a pride. That's gonna work. And a Johnny, call her the bride. Please, I have one chance. No, Elvish Reclaimer, that's too good. Dude, please stop. Please calm down. Please calm your tits, bro. Please, give me a black. Give me a black. Black up the top. The Hard Ripper. The Hard Rippers. No, that's so mid, bro. That's so mid. He just gets to add back his Phyrexian Arena. Oh my gosh, and he has an Elvish Archdruid? What the hell?
Hold up.
That's so insane, dude.
Something ain't right.
What the fuck? Okay. Now I just like really need a black. It's do or die. One time for a Johnny. One time for the Ajani's in the back. No, the Ajani's in the back. The Ajani's in the back. That's fucked. You're actually kidding me. This was so low roll. I mean, is it even worth it playing it out? I don't think that I can come back. Right, because at this point, if I draw black, I can still only answer as Archdruid, and then he's just going to draw 2 cards per turn, and my Cathar Commando is just gone. I'll give myself 1 turn. Wait, why did he only attack with 1 guy? That was really weird. Is it not obvious enough that I bricked? Okay. Wait, maybe this guy's just trolling. Oh my gosh. That's so disgusting. I'm out, Chief. I'm out. Rip. Game number 2. That was unfortunate, man. So that's a 3-4. That's a 5-3. Okay, so 100%, I want the make your move. I want that 100% all day. He does seem like he has stuff that is pretty high power level. No, I don't want to see this. Okay. I think I'm cutting the Fleeting Flight, but it could just be this Sanguine Siphoner. Sanguine Siphoner is kind of mid, but it is a good blocker. I think I just cut the Fleeting Flight. Maybe I do want the Fleeting Flight over the Sanguine Siphoner. It's just... I mean, it's another card that can be revived with this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean... Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it. I already have flyers. I have 5 flyers in total. Yeah, I think we'll just rock with this. We just need to, like, I don't know, not brick. I know that's a lot to ask, but I came here to show the people an actual game of Magic the Gathering and not a game of brick. I would like to build a house. All right, it's the time for the most Ajani comeback you've ever seen. Okay, we're on the play. We have a stab into a vampire. I like it. You love to see it, baby. Oh my gosh, he started with a Leyline Axe in hand? That's so broken.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I think that's legitimately, like, one of the most OP things you can do in this format. This card is broke. You just start with this in the battlefield, and you just pay 3, and just any creature you equip it to, it just says you win the game. I hate that. Well, at least I'm not bricked on mana, so I actually get to play. Previously, we, like, just didn't even get to play the game. But now we get to play. We may not win, but we do get to play. And we know he has a Phyrexian Arena. I could end up just banishing lighting this, but, like, the fact he spent no mana on that is where it's sus. Hopefully he, like, taps out, and then I can just get rid of something, like, mana efficiently. Oh my gosh, you're going for the arena. That's scary. I could just let him have the arena. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to let him have the arena. That might have been correct to just make him start taking the damage, but I don't know. If he's willing to tap out and do that, his hand has to be pretty bad. Okay. Beastkin Ranger, not equipping, sure. Well, that's like the worst possible scenario for us. That's actually so fucked. No, this is so bad. Get rid of that. Sure. Oh, that's how that fucking works? I didn't know that.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So he still gets to kill my guy? Is that worth another stab? I don't think it is. That's actually insane. I didn't know that ability triggered on my turn too. I thought it was only his turn. Yeah, that was ridiculous. We might actually lose because of that. Ooh, okay. Okay, I can see a line here. Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. Now I can just, like, actually save my stab. Let him equip. Hopefully he equips. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Does not attack. Cool. You know what? Maybe I actually just stab right now and wait for him to equip again. Stab, like, because this could be used on something that's even bigger. Yeah, that just made him waste, like, a bunch of mana. I have him on a 2-turn clock. Play something, equip it. Okay. He does not have the mana to equip. I draw into the infestation guy. Okay, so we're just going to exile this. Well, I kind of wish I would have let him kept that Phyrexian Arena, but he'd be up too many cards right now. So this is now a guaranteed 3 damage if he just plays 1 creature. Oh my gosh.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's disgusting. Answer? Not an answer. Okay. Okay, if he doesn't draw removal, it's GG's. No removal? No removal. You're not that guy? He's not that guy, baby. We're going to game 3. Johnny's team is back in it to win it, baby. Let's go.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
Put some respect on the Johnny boys. Put some fucking respect on the Johnny boys. We out here, baby. All right, I'll be right back. I'm surprised they didn't come at the same time. Okay. Well, I wanted you to get that one because it's gun owners for Trump. But I mean, we can switch if you want. It's just a black one that says make. So I mean, it's up to you. I just thought you would like that one. All right, sorry. I had to give my mom a gift. I was thinking about putting in the Stroke of Midnight, but it's probably just not worth it. All right, time to get lucky and high roll this person. All right, time for the final game. Can we pull it out? Opponent goes first. We have the Healer's Hawk on 1 stab, Vampires, Nighthawk, but no double black. Still a pretty good hand, though. Oh, that really sucked. Okay. This hand is a lot worse now. Because now even if we draw our second black by turn 3, it's just a little awkward. Okay. All right, draw no more lands after this. No more lands. Okay, at least my opponent didn't have a Phyrexian Arena on 3 for the 3rd time in a row. That really sucked. Maybe I should have just played my Paladin. Yeah, he's gonna bite down. I knew it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Oh my gosh, this is so bunk, dude. Yo, what's up? Inspiring Paladin. Okay, hold up the stab. Pray to the Lord that he cannot answer my Paladin. Or pump his Ranger. If he puts 2 creatures on the field, he still trades, which sucks. Dude, these high roll green players just getting all the bite downs. Anytime I play green, the bite downs just don't be hitting like that. Okay, that's a good stab target, though. No blocks. Oh, that's a real card. That is a real card indeed. No, that's a broken card. That card's OP. Sir, please calm down. You're being a little promiscuous, sir. I don't think I really want to trade that. I think this is just too valuable because it lets us draw. Okay. That was a real draw as fuck. That draw was so damn real. That draw was so real, I can just feel it. I can feel it in my heart. I don't have anything that's double black, so this should be okay. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate. I wish I would have tapped my mana differently. Yeah, I can stab the giant. That's what I was planning on doing, but I kind of messed up. Because I should have tapped with my... if I would have tapped with all 3 white, instead of just holding this in hand, I would have been able to play the Burglar Rat in the same turn. Make your move. Okay, that answers that. But I'm 1 mana off. Okay, that really sucks. Maybe it's worth it just to out this and just get in for 7. Just don't sack anything. That puts him at 4. He gave it to us. Let's go. Johnny and friends get it done in 3 games to 1. Let's go. Do the Donald Trump. Do the Johnny. Yes, sir. You know how we be. Shout out all the Johnny and friends out here. We got 'em, boys. Let's go. All right, well, that was an awesome run. And I have to say, this is one of the more fun decks I've experienced in the Foundations format thus far. Going into this, the first couple runs I had, I felt like it was pretty vanilla of a format, but just seeing all the little mini synergies that kind of cross over among the colors, I've started to appreciate this format more. Now, I don't know how long that will last, but at the moment, I'm kind of getting my bearings and starting to feel things out a little bit better and just feel more comfortable in the format. And overall, like, I just feel like the life gain synergy is really, really good, and it's also very rewarding just in terms of sequencing. But let's do a quick little review of the deck before we end the video. So obviously, the cornerstone of this deck has to be a Johnny Caller of the Pride and a Johnny's Pride Mate. Basically, a good rule of thumb in Foundations is that if there is a card with the word a Johnny in its name, it is a very good card, and a Johnny Caller of the Pride might just be the best Planeswalker in the format. Also, I will point out the 3 or 4 mana blue Kaido one is pretty good, but this guy just synergizes so well with what most of the white decks I've been able to draft thus far really care about. And he also just provides such a high loyalty for the cost that as long as you have like 1 to 2 chump blockers out, it's so difficult for your opponent to remove this card, especially because the premium removal in this format is far and few between. And there's just been so many games where not even just in this draft, but I've drafted this card I think 2 or 3 times now, and every time I put it on the battlefield, if it didn't immediately get answered, it's so easy to just defend and take over the game. And a Johnny's Pride Mate really seems to be a key focal point to white, and that's why I'm glad I ended up taking a risk and starting with this instead of Burst Lightning, because there's so many cards in white and some of the other colors a little bit too, but more so white, where if you have a card like Healer's Hawk, 1 mana 1/1 flying, you know, that's okay in a low power level format, but when you have an actual reason to be gaining life other than just doing it, it makes all of the cards that fit into this class so much better. It's a little bit unfortunate we didn't get any of the other payoffs like Cat Collector. That's a great one. But every time we saw this card in our opening hand, we just had such a high chance to win. And the games that we lost where we put this out on turn 2 were because they removed it immediately. So that just goes to show how powerful this is. Likewise with the Healer's Hawk, I already talked about this a little bit. The Infestation Sage is almost as good as a Healer's Hawk in some ways, and in some regards better, if you have a real reason to be sacrificing things, or even in some circumstances where if you already have an Ajani and it's in a open game state, and you top deck this, well, this is a blocker for 2 turns just to keep your loyalty on Ajani. And like with cards such as Vampire Gourmand, just being able to sack this and get a flyer and just get a free card out of it is awesome. This card really overperformed. This is my first time getting to draft this card, and I definitely understand why a lot of people like this, because this card really packs a beating for a 2/2. Likewise with Hungry Ghoul, kind of the same thing. And I think one thing that really put our deck over the top was 4 copies of Stab. This card just answers almost everything in the format. If you're playing a fast deck and you have this card, it just increases your chances to be able to close out the game by so much. And getting 4 makes me feel like that is a very lucky thing to do on week 1, and we'll probably never get to do that again. And then one unassuming card for me was the Raise the Past. This card, I wasn't sure how good it was going to perform. We did have 10 total targets, and every single time we had this card, it bought back at least 2 creatures, and I think one time it got us back 3 or 4. And it just felt so amazing. Like, I'm going to start valuing this card a little bit higher after I already have, you know, some amount of Healer's Hawk or Infestation Sage. because this card is really, really good. Like, in these decks, you want to have a lot of one-drops. One-drops are just so powerful in this format. And this card was great for so many reasons. And just giving us free fodder and free blockers, man. And then also, I think this card right here, Vampire Nighthawk, is another one of the best cards in this format. It just does so much. And I'm so happy to see that this is back in the limelight. Because I remember in Core Set 2011 when I started playing, this used to be one of my favorite cards that came in the Deck Builder's Toolkit back then to play against my brother for fun. And I just thought it was so awesome. And the fact that it's actually good again is just crazy to me. It's 2024 and we're rating Vampire Nighthawk a B or a B+. That is absolutely crazy. But overall, this was an awesome deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We also had the Soulstone Sanctuary, which came up one time. Pretty good card, and I think if you're getting this for free, you should put it in your deck. But thank you guys so much for getting this far in the video. And if you want to see more awesome card game content, more based gaming content, make sure to smash the like button, turn post notifications on, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another banger. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace. P.S. Johnny is based. Johnny very based. Alright, well that was awesome. Since I started a little bit late, we're going to run one more. Man, I'm actually just getting my gems back up so much. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend that the bangers are online and to come by and drop off their Twitch Prime and nobody gets hurt. I am a well-renowned Valetudo fighter / mixed martial artist, so don't be surprised if I show up at your house until you give me that Twitch Prime. I'm just kidding. Give me a subscribe on Rumble. I care about that so much more. Okay, we getting to Johnny for our Johnny? Man, I wish this was playable in Standard. I forgot what this card did again. Is this card even usable? I don't think it is. Yeah, it costs 5. Planeswalkers that cost 5 are bunk. If a Planeswalker costs 5, for it to even be viable nowadays, it has to say, haha, I win, you lose. It's so funny how that guy kept trying to fight Phyrexian Arena when he had nothing on board. What does this do? Equal to the number of opponents' graveyards. Okay. So that's like a commander effect, probably. When you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top until they reveal land and put those into their graveyard. Oh, that's kind of broken in commander. Yeah, that's kind of toxic because you're just milling everyone. It does cost 5. I will say it does cost 5, and it's not like you can't use it as your commander, but that's still pretty cool. It's still so crazy to me that we lost to a guy who had Gadatsu's second shot. I don't know if we pulled that. No, we didn't. Okay, but there's a card that says deal 10. If your opponent is at 10 health, kill them. And someone actually played 2 of those against us. I made him discard the first one, and I was like, oh, there's no way I can lose. And he just had another Gadatsu's and put me at 10. And I was like, bro, what the fuck were you playing 2 of those? Also, this card's been insane. This card is actually just broke. I hate that this card's in the format because it's so oppressive. Honestly, if I have some time, we might do an Arena Direct tomorrow or something. Yeah, white-black is... I understand why white-black is like the best color pair in the format. Or the highest win rate right now, at least. Alright, welcome to another Foundations draft on the channel. Rare is Lunar Insight, lets you draw a card for each different mana value among permanents you control. It's an okay card, but not something I'm looking to start off with. There is a Vampire Gourmand, which I'm very much willing to start off with. There's also a Dreadwing Scavenger, which is a looter for the blue-black deck, a Healer's Hawk, and a Bite Down. Man, this pack is just premium. I mean, Dreadwing Scavenger is broken. I'll give you that. But I think I just want to start off with a monocolor card because I don't think Vampire Goremand is that much worse than Dreadwing Scavenger, although I think it's a little bit of a better card. Wow, that was a super premium pack, man. Ooh, Phyrexian Arena? That's kind of crazy. Phyrexian Arena is a decent card, but it's one of those cards where if you get behind on the board in the early game, you're kind of cucked. Well, I'm glad we didn't start with the Healer's Hawk because there's not a single good white card here. There's the Prideful Parent, which is fine, but not something I'm looking to pick up early. There is a Stab, and I'm very glad I picked up the Vampire here because that is a really good follow-up. We saw how much work the Stab did in our last run. There's a Dazzling Angel. That card is bonkers. This card just allows you to get all of your life gain payoffs so quick, especially with all the token generation in this format. There's also an Infestation Sage, which could be maybe correct here over the Dazzler just to stay white. Yeah, I do really like Dazzling Angel, but I think since I already have 2 black cards, I'm just going to go Sage, because there is a chance that we might end up in blue-black or even red-black here, so... I mean, Sage is a good card. It's almost a Healer's Hawk, right? Ooh, there's an Eaten Alive. That is a pretty good one from what I've heard, right? Eaten Alive versus a Healer's Hawk. That is just tough, man. I mean, I definitely think Healer's Hawk is quite a bit of a better card. But considering I'm already 3 black cards deep, I should probably just be safe here and take the Eaten Alive. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of glad I did that because there's no white cards in this pack. I could take this Light Shell Duo. I don't mind this card at all. It does allow us to enable the Graveyard, and it's a pretty decent card. In red, there is the Gorehorn Raider, which I think is fine. And then there's also this Truffle Butter Eager Truffle Butter. I think Gorehorn Raider is probably the best card here. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with the Light Shell Duo for now. Ooh, okay. There's a Homunculus Horde. Is that a good card? Draw your second card each turn, create a token. There is a Big Fin Bouncer to follow up our last pick. Or we could just take this green-black land. I mean, there's also a Llanowar Elves. I think I'm just going to go with the Big Fin Bouncer here. I like this card a decent amount. Seems like white is being cut a little bit here. Maybe I should have moved into green. That's a Nessian Hornbeetle. That's a pretty decent green card going quite late. There's also a Strix Lookout or a Hungry Ghoul. Strix Lookout has been fine for me, honestly. But Hungry Ghoul has also been okay. I think I'm just going to go Hungry Ghoul because it's another black card. And it's a sacrifice card. Put more cards in the graveyard. There is a Erudite Wizard. This card's okay, I guess. Like, you have to have actual cards that enable this, so it's kind of weird. I think the Vanguard Seraph is a pretty good one, though. There's also a Firebrand Archer. But I don't know that I really... Firebrand Archer doesn't really make me... it doesn't make me want to branch out into red. I'll say that. Whereas white is just the best color pair. Oh my gosh. That is a very late bite down. That's tough to pass up on. Do we want the Lunar Insight here? I mean, Lunar Insight could be pretty decent. Seeing a late bite down is nice, though. I think I'm just going to go with this Lunar Insight. Try to play blue-black here. Icewind Elemental. When this enters, draw a card and discard a card. I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's a card I'd prefer not to play. But if we have to, we have to. Elfsworn Giant has overall felt very mediocre in my opinion. Reach is somewhat relevant in this format, but it's just not something I'm interested in. I do like Uninvoluntary Employment, though. I like that card quite a bit. And we get a free Firebrand Archer into a Sure Strike. Well, that was a very interesting pack. We finally end up getting that green-black land back that we didn't ask for. Hilarious. Banner of Kinship. Choose a creature type. This enters with a Fellowship counter. Creature of the chosen type get +1/+1. Okay. That sounds pretty bad, right? Yeah, that sounds horrible, honestly. There is a Grappling Kraken, which is like okay. There is a Refute. I feel like Grappling Kraken is actually like way worse than I'm making it out to be. There is a Guarded Air and a Felidar Savior, though. A lot of these blue cards are just cards that I don't really care about much. I do like Refute quite a bit, though. Pilfer seems pretty bad. Oh my gosh, there's another Vampire Gourmand. And there's also a Day of Judgment and a Helpful Hunter. Dude, that really sucks, man. Wow. I mean, I think we just got to go with the Vampire Gourmand, but I really wish I was white right now. Yeah, that card would go so hard for us. I think that's like the only board wipe in the format. Revenge of the Rats. Well, I do love a good rat. Crit tapped 1/1. Is that good? Seems okay. Is it too late to just go for white here? I mean, that's a Felidar Savior, and that's just a pretty nice card. Oh, this sucks so bad, man. I mean, out of the blue cards, I really just have Refute and Big Fin Bouncer that I really care about. Everything else is just super mid. I think I'm just going to go Felidar Savior. See if there's a reason to pit it. Okay, Aetherize is terrible. Well, now I'm feeling like white is drying up. Maybe I should just go for blue here. I kind of wasted a pick, but I was just losing a Hungry Ghoul. It's not, like, terrible. Yeah, Uncharted Voyage seems pretty good. Okay, there's a Bacon to a Pie. That's a pretty good card, for sure. Yeah, we're seeing white cards, but they're not, like, super premium ones. Ooh, okay, there is a Cephalide Ink Mage. This is the one that lets you surveil, and then you get the Threshold online. That is a really good one for us, I think. But there's also an Evolving Wilds. I mean, Cephalide Ink Mage could be pretty good for this deck. But I think I just need to go for the Evolving Wilds. There's also a Think Twice. Think Twice is pretty good. Yeah, we're going to go Think Twice. Okay, there's a Soul Shackled Zombie. It lets you exile something. Imprison in the Moon, I think, is pretty bad. And Aegis Turtle is also pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think I care too much for those. Oh my gosh, there's an Omniscience. That's hilarious. I wish that card was playable. We do love some Omniscience on the channel. When this enters, if it was kicked, creatures you control get +1/0 in haste. Goblin Bushwhacker is probably insane in this format, but Burglar Rat is great for our deck. Yeah, Burglar Rat is exactly what we're looking for. Ooh, okay, there's a Mocking Sprite or a Grappling Kraken. Mocking Spray could be decent. We have a decent amount of spells thus far. And I just think flying is somewhat high value. Okay, Fleeting Distraction is probably pretty good in this deck. It's not like a great card, but I think it's okay in this deck where we're trying to put stuff in the grave. You know what? We'll go with Revenge of the Rats here. Freaking Hidetsus, man. I hate Hidetsus. We lost to a guy who used Hidetsus in the last run. That was hilarious. All right, well, let's hope we can do something good here. Going into pack 3. Oh my gosh, we open a Twin Flame Tyrant. You're kidding me. That is one of the most oppressive cards to play against in this format, and we're not in a position to play it at all. There's a Tragic Banshee, though. Is that a good card? You can give something -1/-1. Yeah, that card seems pretty good. We have quite a few cards in the top end right now, so it's not the greatest to pick up here, but it is just a good game ender. Okay, there is a Stormkirk Blood Thief. At the beginning of your end step, if an opponent lost life, put a 1/1 counter on target vampire you control. I already have 2 vampires. That seems kind of good. There's also another Eaten Alive, which is probably good. Yeah, I do really want this guy because I think this works well with our deck, but I'm sure that I'm probably supposed to go with the Eaten Alive. Skyship Buccaneer is also kind of cool. Yeah, Skyship Buccaneer is pretty awesome, but it's also just another top-end card that I don't really need. Okay, there is a Clinquant Sky Mage. Crypt Feaster, Vampire Soul Caller. Is Sky Mage a good card? Oh, no, that guy costs 4. I'm stupid. Yeah, I think that's actually terrible. I thought that guy costed 2. Yeah, that's actually so bad. Well, I think we just got to go for this thing twice here. There's 2 red rares in that pack, which is hilarious. Yeah, this is a pretty mediocre pack for us. Man, I think maybe we should have been green. Self-Reflection's pretty bad. I think we're just going to go with this Gutless Plunderer, even though it's not the greatest for our deck. Our deck has a lot of removal, and that is something to be happy about, I guess. Okay, there's a reassembling skeleton. That actually might be kind of nice, because we do have 4 sacrifice synergies. Maybe more. Yeah, reassembling skeleton might actually be kind of nice. It's that or a Strix Lookout, but I think with the 2 Vampire Gourmand and the 2 Eaten Alive, that's probably what we want. Ooh, okay. I could pick up this blue-black land, which would be nice. But I think here, I'm still kind of low on creatures, and the Skyship Buccaneer is awesome. Good finisher alongside the Tragic Banshee. Yeah, this deck is coming along. Oh, wow. We're getting a pretty late Infestation Sage. Well, that pretty much just completes our deck, and now we're actually in a good position here. Anything else we get is just a cherry on the top. What does this do again? Yeah, that's a creature type thing. I mean, I have 3 pirates and 2 vampires. That's funny. I mean, I'll go for a Fake Your Own Death, but I don't think we'll play it. Okay, another Light Shell duo. Aetherize is a terrible card. Don't put that in your deck. This card also seems really fun to build around. Man, I wish we could have gotten that blue-black gold card guy. Oh my gosh, we ended up getting the Stromkirk Blood Thief. That's awesome. That was a card that I just wanted to play around with, so I'm glad that we got that. Oh no, the Klinquant Sky Mage has come back to us. I didn't ask for you, bud. I feel like Crypt Feaster is just an all-around worse version of Light Shell Duo. And this card is basically just a way worse version of Skyship Buccaneer. Okay, we get a free Elementalist Adapt. That's cool. Maybe I should have just first picked that blue-black card. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, I forgot we got 2 Infestation Sage. That's actually nice. So in terms of interaction, I have the 1 Bake into a Pie, 1 Uncharted Voyage. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I have 1 counter. That's a decent amount of interaction. I mean, the graveyard doesn't really matter that much to us. So maybe I just cut this Fleeting Distraction. Yeah, we didn't get anything that really hinges on Threshold. I could play this Revenge of the Rats, but I don't think our deck's that good at milling anyway. And, like, what would I do with the tokens? I don't even know. All right, well, we ended up with a pretty well-rounded blue-black mid-range deck, and we have a pretty good sacrifice theme going on here with 2 Vampire Gourmand and 2 Eaten Alive, and a plethora of things to sacrifice like Infestation Stage or reassembling Skeleton, and we've got quite a bit of removal here. So overall, this deck looks to be decent, and I think we got a fair shot at being able to trophy. So let's go ahead and hop into these games. Is Witness Protection good? I don't think so. I think it's okay. Witness Protection is a card that, honestly, I think Witness Protection is a card that you would hope not to have to play, but if it's your 23rd card and you don't have anything else, it's not going to, like, negatively affect you that much. But for the most part, I think it's a card that you would be happy to have in the sideboard, and if you play against someone who's playing green, then you're 100% putting it in. Like, if they have big things that cost, like, more than 4, and they're playing green, it's a really good card. But otherwise, it's just not. Sometimes it can be good against white, too, but that's kind of an anomaly. There's just some things in white that have really good activated abilities, and so even though you're going neg-1, I guess you would prefer to have that. I'll be right back. I'm going to adjust the air. All right, I'm back. It's time to open the Vampire Special, baby. Believe in the Vampire Special. No witness protection needed. All right, hopefully we actually don't brick. All right, match number 1 with the Vampire Special. Let's see what we can do. Turn 1 Infestation Stage, turn 2 Infestation Stage. One thing I keep learning about this format is, like, honestly, it's surprising, but 1-drops are just like 10x better than 2-drops. And I know, like, that that's, like, obviously true, but it's just surprising how easy it is to end up with like 5 1-drops. Like, it's very possible that you could end up with more 1-drops than 2-drops, and that's not something that I would immediately assume. So now that we have the Hungry Ghoul, when he attacks with the Healer's Hawk, I can threaten a 1/1 in the air, and that's pretty nice. Should I be aggressive and just get the flyer now? I think I'm not going to do it, because he could have an interaction. Cathar Commando, okay. Prideful Parent, sure. I was just passing, okay. Is it worth it to sack? I think I just want to use my mana. Okay, I kind of just want to bounce his commando. Maybe I should bounce his token. Yeah, I think I'm going to bounce his token. Because I can just trade the Sage for the commando. See, it was good for us to sack during the end step, because now I have a guaranteed flyer if he kills the Hungry Ghoul, because I don't have the mana to sack the other one. I don't think bouncing back the commando really affected anything, to be honest. Okay, yeah, he had an Abrade. Cool. Well, I'm glad I made that play. He's just going to pass. I dead draw. That's really fucking shitty. Okay. Hopefully he plays something that's worth uncharting. X damage shard creature. I mean, he'll get 3. Yeah, he's gonna get goblins. I don't really want him to do that. Wow, that would have been so ass. I mean, it's so pretty ass. Brother, what is this?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's so messed up, dude. My deck has, like, decent top end. Bro, what is this garbage? I even did a surveil. Okay. Well, I'm glad I have things to discard at least. He didn't play anything last turn, so I think I'm just going to counter. Bro, what? How am I drawing so many lands? Ooh, I have a burglar rat. Burglar rat. Would you like to discard a land? Nice. We're both discarding lands. That's awesome. Maybe I can top deck a Vampire Gourmand. Oh, that card's really good. Dude, what the heck? Brother, what the heck? This is starting to get really frustrating. Okay, I can stab his Healer's Hawk, sure. I finally got to do something. No, I have 2 Think Twice in my deck. Let me draw a Think Twice. I have 8 mana on the field. This is ridiculous. I feel like this guy's cards are just all removal. Okay. What the heck, dude? Can I draw a Think Twice or a Lunar Insight, please? My deck should not be low on ways to use mana. Oh, that's disgusting. That was actually gross. Well, I'm dead. Wow. I drew 13 lands, and to my knowledge, my opponent has drawn 7. That was just unlucky. Well, GG's. Now, he could have another land in hand, but even if he had one more land, I still had I had a base plus 7 land advantage on him. That is ridiculous. Should I be playing 16 lands? My average CMC is 2.6. I mean, I have things to do with my mana. Like, I have Lunar Insight to draw cards. I have Think Twice to draw cards. Gorehunch draws cards. Maybe I should just play 16 lands. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think I just got bricked up. Yeah, I just got kind of bricked up for no reason, man. I haven't seen enough evidence to say that I should switch up the land count. Okay, starting off on the play here. We haven't eaten alive. Maybe we'll draw into our infestation, dude. No Healer's Hawk on 1. You love to see it.
I fucking knew it. Oh
Oh, this hand is so slow. Not doing anything for 2 turns is just so bad. And there's the Infestation Sage. Okay. Well, this is a 2-card combo. Get the Gormand. Gormand kind of based, for real. Battle Song Berserker. That card has to go. That card's OP. I'm just gonna attack. Get that online. I can bounce that back to hand. Oh, that's gross.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's disgusting. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that freak show. Okay, I think that was good. Yeah, that seemed really good. Tap out all of these. Bounce that guy back to hand. Drop down the Sage. Now I can go Eaten Alive. Sack this. Put him down to 9. Now I've equalized the life. And if he replays his Armasaur, I'd shove a bacon to pie. Crackling Cyclops, okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Go for lethal. Let's go. The boat, baby. Back at it again. They try to stop me, but now I'm up, baby. Jonathan the Vampire Jit refuses to be silenced. I refuse to be silenced. It is what it is. I almost want another Light Shell Duo. Light Shell Duo is just so good. This deck is kind of slow, but if we're able to survive, it's pretty good if we don't brick. Oh, that's so bad. Man, if we could just get to a second land, though. Fuck, that's really bad. Okay, nice. Part of me wanted to just throw back a land because I know it's so easy to flood. But I was like, dude, I can't risk just not doing anything. Okay, I would like to have thrown back the other land. I can't risk flooding. This guy's going commando. I repeat, he's going commando. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Wow, that's actually disgusting. Well, I just gotta throw down my Death Toucher. Oh my gosh, that's gross.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Develop this, set up our draws, and then we have 2 interactions. Okay, yeah, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here, son. Get that shit freaking out of here. Bro, why? Why am I dead drawing? Do this on his turn so we get the prowess. Okay, that's nice. And that's instant speed, huge. Ooh, okay. That's actually really nice. Okay. I think I just want to do this. I don't think I want to start cracking him. Well, maybe I should just answer that. I mean, it just doesn't do anything unless he has a card to back it up. I just want to take this turn off to use my food. Sir, would you like to fanatical firebrand my resembling skeleton? No? Okay, cool. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Draw a free card. Oh, this is kind of based. Okay. Okay, he's just giving it to us? Nice. Wow. I didn't think we were going to win that. Yeah, that was close. Jonathan the Vampire Jit, kind of on a hot streak, for real. All right, our opponent's taking a mulligan. We have 2 Vampire Gourmand and a Stromkirk Blood Thief. That seems like the ideal sequence of cards to actually get value from this. Like, on average, this card is probably shit, but this is actually a situation where it might be good. If we can actually draw a land. This is the one time where I would appreciate drawing a land. Gnarled Colony, okay. And we get our land, awesome. Wow, these cards have a really good synergy, because this lets you attack unblocked. You're just going to Burst Lightning that, okay. Okay, Infestation Sage, that's really nice. So play this again to drop down the Sage. Now, even if he kills the Gourmand, I still have a sack fodder. Man, everyone has this card today. This card is broke. I will choose not to block. I mean, I do want to use this, but I think I just need to answer that. Go in here, we'll just sack this. Draw a card. Cool. And we didn't miss our land drop. Awesome. I mean, now I can just keep paying for the reassembling skeleton. Does he have the 4-2 dog? He doesn't. Okay, awesome. Oh, and I get another Eaten Alive? Based. That was big based, son. Feels kind of weird sacking this, but this is kind of like worth something. Honestly, I don't even have to lose this. I could just get in with this. And then, like, buff that. And step buff that. Now I've just distributed my value. I might end up having to eat and alive that. Hopefully we draw land. Oh my gosh, that's gross. Wow.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, that was pretty bullshit. That was some bullshit. I kind of want to be able to, like, keep this game object to be able to trigger the Buccaneer. Sack this. He draws a land. Awesome. If I get a blue, it's huge. I don't get a blue, but I get a blocker. Cool. This Uncharted Voyage is kind of huge right now. Putting this in the graveyard is actually quite relevant. And this is actually kind of nice because I can just keep sacking the skeleton. Okay. Man, I really need a blue. Okay, I pick up a stab. That was huge.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
That was really huge. We only have one of those in the deck. It was an insane top deck. This game is so tense, it's giving me terrible posture. Okay. You have a combat trick? Oh, you don't have a combat trick. Okay, I'm trading a 1/1 flyer for a 2/2 that has upside. I'll do that all day. Man, if we had a second blue, we'd soft lock this guy so hard. This guy would be so soft locked, bro. He'd be soft as fuck right now. Might as well just do that. Just summon back the skeleton. Man, the second blue is haunting us. It's taking up so much space in my mind. And so much poor posture. Okay, he's just passing. Awesome, we love to see it. Start growing this guy. Get some value. Take this guy to Value Town because he's my bitch. I'm hungry, man. Give me that chicken leg. Hungry, hungry ghouls, baby. Hungry, hungry ghouls. No, I need a blue, dude. Santa Claus, I don't ask for much. But now would be the best time to give us a blue. Wait, it is actually possible for me to kill this guy, right? Because I just go resembling skeleton. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that over 5, right? Okay, go ahead. Well, I still have the Uncharted Voyage. And he just dead draws a land. You love to see it. Wow, this guy's going through the stress that I had last game. When I was just bricked up. Well, I might as well do this. I have no other actions. Yeah, I finally drew a blue when it didn't matter. That's awesome. I could have Uncharted Voyage, but I'd have to target something, so it didn't work. Okay, sweet. We got him, boys. We got him. We are finally on the other side of the Brick City. You know what they say. Brick City is a two-way street, and you never want to be the one who's coming down that way. Oh my gosh, now we're going down Brick City. Please, please. Okay. This is a fair and balanced hand. I can accept this. I can accept this with honor. Tragic Banshee seems like it'd be really good in this matchup, but I think I gotta throw it back. Yeah, Tragic Banshee seems like it would be great. Okay, we get a skeleton. Lots of sack fodder. Nothing to sack with. I swear, we keep getting beaten down by that guy who just gives someone +1/0 and menace every turn. That card is crazy. Oh, he has a Rubing Dairy Tracker. That's pretty bad for us. Another land. I wish that was a black so bad. Give us that land, boy. Give us that land. Oh, he has Natural Tron. Turn 3 Natural Tron. He's a badass, guys. No, I want to draw a black mana, please. Please give me the black mana. This thing is actually underrated. People think this is like a D- card. This is sometimes a C- card. Because there's not that many ways to actually, like, use your mana in the format. This is one of the first... I think this might be the first format this year where there's, like, a lot of issues with not being able to use your mana in the late game. Okay, we got a black mana. It seems a little bit late here. We might just be screwed. Yeah, we might just be fucked. I think I have to kill this, though. If I attack with the reassembling skeleton, I can trigger that next turn. So I think I just bake into pie now before he can use the ability. Because, like, I just don't want him to do that. Next turn, I attack with the skeleton to be able to trigger the Buccaneer and get a draw. Yeah, I think this guy might get us. It's really weird that he has 2 gold cards in a 3-color deck. Like, Balmor and Ruby aren't cards you want to be going out of your way to splash. Like, they're trying to do completely 2 different things. Balmor, like, just doesn't synergize with this guy's deck at all. I don't even think Balmor is that good. It's just not that great of a card. So he obviously has an instant or sorcery. That's very clear, but I just can't block. It's unfortunate. Okay, buddy. What are we attacking with here? I guess the one cool thing he could do is if he, like, fucks with his Balmor, he could, like, level something up to 4 power to be able to, like, trigger the Horn Beetle. But now I have a bounce, so that's, like, a little bit worse. I'm gonna give him the emote. Maybe he won't block. Save me some mana. Nice. Awesome. Saving the boy some mana. I appreciate you, man. You didn't have to do that, but you did it anyway, and I appreciate you. Skyship Buccaneer. Buck, Buccaneer. Buck, Buccaneer. I honestly just don't feel comfortable like blocking when he has a Balmor and he's just like shown us that like he hasn't drawn a land for several turns, which tells me that he more than likely has a spell to play. Unless this guy's just a deranged madman, he should have a lot of spells in his deck if he's playing a Balmor. Like, that's why he doesn't really go with what he's trying to do. In fact, I don't think I've seen a single 4-power card, and his deck is centered around the 4-power plus synergies, which is really weird. Maybe this guy is just like, oh, gold card good, gold card good. He's probably going to kill my Buccaneer, and I'm just going to cry. Oh, fuck that guy. I thought he was just gonna... Okay. I thought he could trigger his Horn Beetle off of his Battle Song Berserker, but I guess he can't actually do that. Is it worth it to play the Big Fin Bouncer? Kind of just want to reset that back to his hand. Yeah, this guy is terrible right now. I think we're just kind of screwed because he just has more creatures in the air than we can, like, combat. Like, even if I 1-for-1 removal him, we're kind of cooked. So I think really what I have to have happen here is we draw into Lunar Insight. If we get a Lunar Insight, that would be a draw 5 if I play the Gutless Plunderer first. That would be crazy. Assuming we don't die. We have a food, so maybe we won't. It seems like he doesn't have a removal yet, and he just drew a land. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, that's not good at all. Well, I have to do this. Once again, does not make me spend mana. Interesting. Lunar Insight, the hard rip. Wow, okay, this is actually kind of interesting. I mean, can I survive long enough to, like, start doing this? It's unfortunate I had to mill all those cards. I think there was some merit to just, like, putting everything in the grave and hoping to draw a Lunar Insight. But more than likely, we're going to be due for a land. If we had a Lunar Insight, we'd be drawing, I think, 5 cards or 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we might just die here. Well, no, we know what we're drawing, so I think we are confirmed dead. Okay. I don't think he was supposed to attack with everyone. I think that was a misplay. Yeah, that just seemed like a hard misplay. Bro, who are you giving your... It doesn't really matter. I'm going to kill both. I'm trading away both, bro. Like, it does not matter. Oh, it gives them all trample. I didn't realize that. I'm stupid. GG's. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking about in that case. This card is relevant in terms of its life gain. I feel like Big Fin Bouncer isn't that great in this deck. He just has a lot more flyers than I do. Flyers are so powerful in this format because it's such a low power level format. You know what they say. If you don't know anything about the limited format, just pick flyers and you're probably good. All right, starting off on the play. This is the comeback of the year. Wow, once again, we don't have the double blue for the refute. That hurts so bad. I mean, I guess this is a playable hand. It really sucks, but if I get a blue into like a 3-drop, it's huge. He's starting off with the turn 1 Bushwhack, which tells me his hand can't be that powerful. But he is playing a 3-color deck, so maybe that doesn't mean anything. I need to play this blue, because now if we top deck a blue next turn, we'll have the turn 3 refute. Please just pass. No, I need to get in with the Plunderer, bro. Why? Why do I just draw black every turn?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why do I just draw black every turn? I mean, I could get a blue mana, but at this point, that's just so bad. Yeah, I just need to draw, like, non-creatures at this point. I mean, non-lands. I mean, I think my creature is worth more than his. Fuck your Balmore. That card's OP. I kind of just want to kill his guy immediately. Like, that is just a kill on sight. But I guess, like, if he plays the 3-4 guy, maybe I let him keep this. This card's just such a ticking time bomb. I don't even have a second blue to play the Buccaneer. I'm stupid. There was no delay. Okay. Can I draw a blue? Blue into a non-land. Okay.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
No essence scatter. No essence scatter. No essence scatter. Yes, sir. We love to see it. Non-land all day. We love to see it, baby. It's a lock. He passed with 4 mana. The boat is back, baby. The boat is online. Chugga chugga choo choo. The boat is here, baby. Rev it up. Hot Wheels rev it up, baby. You know how we be. Wait till he taps out. Go for the refute. The dirty refute. On Jaw brother. The dirty refute. Not today, Buster Douglas. Get that shit out of here, son. Get that shit out of here, son. Vampire control, bitch. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. That was indeed a base draw. Based beats by Ash. The Vampire Jit is on the prowl. Put some respect on the Vampire Jit. I'm in it to win it, baby. Let's go. Wait, he has another one?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something is not right here. Sir, calm down.
Hold up.
I'm doing it again. 2x,
Something
baby.
ain't right.
2x. This guy is a certified DIRTY dirty bastard. Okay, well, he has to block that. He has to block. Because he's a Timmy. Timmys must block anything on sight. Put him to 2. Go for the thing twice. Drawn to an infestation sage. Drop down the burglar rat. Burgle him to death, brother. Sorry, buddy. Your affectionate in drink with a cheeky Balmore is not going to get it done today, buddy. The vampires reign supreme. Ding. Yes, sir, I had fun. I love vampires.
Congratulations. You get anything you want from your deck. I love that deck, man. It's so expensive, man.
I love this deck, man. So many vampires, man. So many plays, man. So much lifelink. JK, there's not really a lot of lifelink. But we have vampires, though, and that's cool. The streak continues. Are we about to go 3-0 for the 3rd time in a row? The 9-0 Andy back on the prowl? Hold up, I'll be right back. Stream's going great so far. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Just had to make sure that my dog got fed. Last one. Last one, best one. Let's get her done, baby. Get her done. Man, I've been on a streak. Honestly, I might treat myself for my birthday this weekend. I might buy a box. I don't know if it'll be this set, though. I don't know how much I really care about the cards from this set. It's fun. I just enjoyed Duskmorn and Modern Horizons 3 a lot more. Modern Horizons 3 is by far my favorite set in several years. It was just so fun, so high power level, so great to draft. And that's why I still have boxes of it. Alright, time for the final boss. Let's get her on, baby. Okay, this is a decent hand. I mean, we have a 1-drop, double 3-drop with 2x both of our colors, which is nice because we have double blue cards and 1 double black card, so. On the play with turn 1 Infestation is just so nice because it gives us an automatic sacrifice fodder to start off the game. Opponent takes the mulligan. You love to see it. My deck's not that great, so I love to see my opponent getting a good mulligan here. In fact, does our deck have any rares? I think it has 0 rares. Yeah, that's not what you want to see in a bomb-heavy format. Happy early birthday. Thank you, my friend. I greatly appreciate you. It's going to be my Kobe year. I'll be 24, man. I'm old as shit. Infestation stage number 2. Don't mind if I do, baby. Sign me up. Let's go. Infestation stage control. I really didn't want to reveal what my second color is, but I need to play a blue in case... Okay, no, we didn't draw a card that required a double blue. That's okay. So, I think we just go in here. Maybe just play the Blood Thief just to get it online. Lubricate the wheels a little bit. Okay, get stabbed. Cool. Gotcha. I would have assumed such. One of these probably dies, and I go for a Plunderer. Ooh, okay. We got a Lunar Insight. Nice. Everyone, get in there. That card's really broken. Plunder Mania, baby. Let's get it. Ooh, this is tough, man. Refute is just so good. I think, though, the Eaten Alive is just awesome here. Play the Eaten Alive. Next turn, I can pay 3 mana to Divination, which is, like, okay. Hopefully it doesn't kill my Plunderer. Divination, just kill one of his guys. Hope that's, like, good. Yo, thank you for the follow. Yeah, this card is insane. This is one of the better gold cards in the format. I mean, most of the gold cards are awesome, but this one is really unassumingly good. Like, usually effects that give your opponent a choice have been historically not very good, but this one is insane. Like, just the Death Touch is just so good in this format. And it's so easy to attack. There's so many tokens. There's so many evasive attackers. I mean, just so much low-cost stuff with flying. He has 2. See, this is a perfect example of, like, if this card came out a couple years back, it would be a legend. Like, almost all of the gold cards today would be legendary. But by today's standard, that is, like, too low power level, which is just crazy. Oh, it's for each different mana value. I thought it was literally for each power, so we actually draw 3. That's way better. Holy crap, that's insane. Yeah, that is so much better. We just drew 3, and now we're back in the game. Holy crap. Man, if we had a double... wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If I would have tapped all 3 blue, I mean, hindsight 2020, I'd be able to remove both, but I think this is still pretty awesome. I can go to combat here. I can attack. And if he blocks, I just get to... No, that's just the same scenario. I think I just do it because he could have a buff. Yeah, that's just good value. Good value city. Big Fin Bouncer is great here. Skyship Buccaneer is amazing here. Yeah, we're in a really good position here. He's just passing. Awesome. You love to see it, baby. And I can actually afford to Buccaneer plus Eaten Alive here. And he's still at 3. That's just insane. I think I'm just going to sack and kill. Boop. Get him for 3. We've got 2 attackers, so worst case scenario, I'm getting him for something, and I trigger my raid anyway. Okay, awesome. He's killing that with his Fiery Annihilation. That was amazing. Now I just have 3 evasive threats in the air. I draw a card, and then I have a Big Fin Bouncer for next turn. It's a land, so that's not really good, but I am clocking him, and he's stuck at 3. No land once again. That's awesome for us. Okay. Well, that could allow him to, like, unbrick himself, so I think I just Big Fin here. Yeah, I don't want him to be able to draw any cards. And he does have black, which means I don't think I should play my land because there's a chance that he could have a Burglar Rat and make us discard our Light Shell. Okay, he's to replay it, and he's going to give us the game. Let's go. Vampires are on the board, baby. Easy Vampire W. W's in the chat. Yes, Sirski, baby. You know how we be. God's man at 155 pounds gets it done again. Representing world-class fight team from the Golden Gloves competitor. Kind of nice, eh? The OG Golden Gloves competitor before my surgery that allows me to physically breathe now. Before I had a procedure from my nose being like messed up in boxing, I could only breathe 6% oxygen through one side of my nose and 0 in the other. And I basically lived like that for like majority of my life. Like I always had like a really like inability to breathe, and I still kind of do. But then it just got majorly worse whenever I had this like incident in practice. And since then I've just decided like I just don't really want to like hard spar with anyone again, because I just value my ability to breathe after not being able to for the majority of my life. I know that sounds kind of crazy, guys. But also I just realized I can just make more money by videoing other people competing in martial arts versus me competing in martial arts without the risk. All right. Are we going to be able to seal the deal here, baby? And honestly, I just want to point out, this Lunar Insight very much so impressed me. I said before we didn't have a rare in our deck. We actually do have one rare. It's Lunar Insight. And I didn't think this card was as good because I thought it was for each different attack. It's for each mana cost, which is actually really nice. I think it's probably a C+ level card in a deck where you have the ability to create tokens, because then you're always going to draw 2, right? Because if you can make a token, that's always worth 0. So any other creatures, it's just online. Oh, he has a Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones! When your opponent discards a card, exile it with a stash counter. You can play those. 4 mana, each opponent discards a card. I need to stop that. I need to stop that quickly. It's kind of OP. Man, Tiny Bones on the play is kind of broken. I'm not even going to lie. That shit's just kind of OP on the play. Okay, so, like, I guess this is kind of weird because this doesn't even really block that. I feel like I kind of just need to think twice because I really want to guarantee that I will be able to kill this on turn 4 with my bacon to a pie, which sounds terrible because it is. But if he has the gold card again, which we know he has 2 copies, he plays that, he's going to force us to discard, and he, like, this just doesn't block that. So I feel like I just don't do that. As unfortunate as it sounds. Yeah, this is really shitty. If he has that gold guy, oh, we're going to be cooked. Gets him for the 1. Please don't play it. I know he's got it. Okay, he doesn't have it. Oh my gosh, he's playing a fun and fair game.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
I say fun and fair. He just played an A- card instead of a B+ card. That is actually slightly worse in the situation. Oh my gosh, we getting eaten alive. That's actually kind of big. That's kind of big whammies here. No Kappa. Man, I really need to draw a land here. This is very sus. This is sussy Baka at its finest. Are we killing Tiny Bones? I think we are. I don't want it. Yeah, that's just so scary. My hand has like no whiffs. I need to draw land. Okay, did not draw a card. Cool. And he's just passing. Oh my gosh, I drew a land.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
That was some G shit right there, son. I feel like he just has all removal. Oh, he's splashing blue? That's weird. Oh, he has a dragon trainer. That's so fucked, dude. That's actually so fucked. I can't allow him to draw a card, so I have to just kill this. And next turn, I have to Uncharted Voyage his token. Okay, now I draw my guy. Maybe I don't have to do this turn. Maybe I just, like, take the damage and just get my 2 bodies. I have a food, so I can make up for it. This is one situation where I really need to land desperately. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. Finally draw land, but it might be too late. Oh, this is non-land permanents? It's not even creatures? That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that. I think I just need to use as much mana as possible. So I just out his token, maybe block with that. I'm getting a Surveil, so maybe that means something. That allows me to double spell. How meaningful is that? Am I willing to block there? Oh my gosh, he has a strong box raider.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That's
Something
OP.
right.
Grabs an Evolving Wilds. That's weird. Oh, it was just double land. I was like, why is he doing that? By playing both of these, I'm not dead on board. It's crazy how much of a pirate theme there is in this set. Like, Lost Caverns had a lot of pirates, and I really liked the pirate theme. That was one of my first, like, tribal theme sets that I actually liked. No, that's so disgusting.
Ah, ding, 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 ding.
It was actually disgusting, bro. You're utterly disgusting. I'm sure he just has another one, and that's why he did it. Oh. That's terrible. I could draw into a stab or an eaten alive. This is tough. So he attacks with both. I block here. Okay, well, I have a food. So I'm not that much in risk. Yeah, I've got like a turn. So if I do this... Fuck, it's so close. But the refute, though, the refute could be... Ah, the refute could be so good. Okay, it puts me to 1. I think I just play this. More than likely, we're just dead. But if we don't, we might have a slight chance to come back. I've got a food and the ability to draw several cards to where if I get a stab, I could just be back. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Well, I guess I'm more glad that I did that line than holding the refute, because countering that would have been terrible. Is he sacking his raider? He's not. Okay. This is a weird situation. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. I think I just need to answer that. Well, actually, by doing this, I can still do a food if he has some way to kill it. More than likely, there's no way we come back. But I'm playing to my outs. Okay. He's actually just passing. I draw into a think twice. That's freaking huge. Okay. That's not huge. Well, that was downright terrible. Brother, what the fuck is this? Wow, he's just passing? Okay. Infestation Sage. I mean, that's a card. What is this guy drawing? I might as well hold my lands in case he gets a perforating artist. What is this guy's hand? He's just passing again? What the hell? Do we actually just get the W out of nowhere? There's no way. Okay. No way. Let's go. The Vampire W. Johnny the Vampire Jit gets it done in 2 wins. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir, Ski Brother. The vampires only come out at night when you need the Vampire W. And that was insane. Let's go, baby. All right, well, that was an awesome match to cap off the video, and man, this run was definitely one to remember. This is my first time running blue-black, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. I will say that it does feel kind of weary running decks that are trying to play more of a controlling or like an attrition-based game, just because I feel like flooding out in this format is so punishing that I'd rather be on the opposite side of the spectrum where I can run 15, 16 lands and just try to kill my opponent as quick as possible. Because as you saw, we had a couple games there where either we flooded out or the other person flooded out and it just resulted in a non-game. And those are just so scary. But this deck did have a couple ways to use the mana in the late game, and I think that really allowed us to carry ourselves to victory. Let's go ahead and do a quick little review of the deck before we end the video. So some of the things that I think really made this deck come together were the inherent sacrifice synergy with the deck, which is very interesting because that's normally something I would associate with a black-red deck, but I guess black can do it just fine on its own with the 2 Vampire Gourmet Command, this card was insane. Every time I played this card, it has just overall impressed me. Probably one of the best 2/2s I've seen in any draft format. And we also had 2 copies of Eaten Alive, which is very, very exceptional. You know, this card is very reminiscent to me of the 1 black spell from Duskmourn that allow you to sacrifice something to exile a creature. And I think this effect is just as good here. So we had 4 sacrifice outlets, and then we had a bunch of sacrifice fodder with the 2 Infestation Sage, which I think in some ways can actually be better than a Healer's Hawk in the correct deck. Reassembling Skeleton, which was one that I didn't actually know was going to be as good as it turned out to be, but this card was great. If you have the sacrifice synergies to facilitate it, it's just a really good card because, like I said, there's not a lot of ways at your disposal to use all of your mana in the late game. And so just having an ability to recur something, maybe just get a blocker every turn, is really, really good in those stalled board states. We also had the Hungry Ghoul, which is a sacrifice outlet. It's just not as impressive, but I think this card is just fine. It's a card you get really late, and it works out really well with both of these cards here. And then Burglar Rat was awesome. When I first started the format, I had someone use this on me several times, and it just always feels like they get you right whenever you don't have something good you want to discard. And I think this card works really well in this archetype. And then also we played 2 Think Twice, which, you know, at first glance, I didn't think this card was going to be good. But it turns out it's actually really nice because it, once again, gives us something to do in the late game, and it gives us something to do in the graveyard if you're able to use a Surveil, use a discard, and there are quite a few in the format. We didn't get that many of them, but that is relevant. And overall, I think this card is just fair for what it does, especially with, like, Prowess being in blue. And then we also had a card that was super unassuming, Lunar Insight. I said this in the video, but I'll say it one more time. When I read this card, I thought it was for each different power among creatures you control, and then I actually thought it was for each different mana value among creatures you control, and then I realized it's just all non-land permanents, and that is insanely better than what I thought it was. I thought this card was okay, but this card is amazing because there's a lot of ways to, like, get a food, get a treasure, and then that permanent counts as being a different mana value. So if you have any way to get tokens of any kind, that means this is automatically drawing 1, so any other creature makes it 2, and most commonly you're going to draw at least 2, sometimes 3, and in a format with a lot of token generation, I think more often than not, this is going to be a better divination in the right deck, and I'm definitely not going to be sleeping on it anymore because these go really late at the table, and I think this card is good. I also think that blue has been very underdrafted thus far. I don't have a large sample size, but that's typically how things go because blue is typically a color that's intended for players that are a little bit more knowledgeable, and this is an entry point set for new players, and blue just requires you to use more brain power, so I think Lunar Insight will come around the table quite a bit for you to take advantage of, so make sure to keep your eye out. Refute honestly just punished us every single time, man. Maybe I should only be playing this in a deck with more blue than black. I don't know. But when you resolve this, it feels amazing. Especially, like, the discard can help you get to Threshold, which the blue-black gold card cares about. But we just didn't end up with any Threshold cards, and that's fine. I don't think you need Threshold to make blue-black work. And maybe that's something that people have overlooked. You know, sometimes people try to look at what Wizards is intending the strategy to do, and then try to force that, and it doesn't always turn out that way. Stormkirk Blood Thief was a card that I've seen a lot of people rate really low on their tier list, but it actually turned out pretty fine. I think if you have enough vampires, if you have enough elusive threats, stuff like your Infestation Sage, especially if you're playing white and you have, like, Healer's Hawks, this card can actually be pretty decent because, you know, if you're getting a 3-mana 3/3 or you're able to put it on another vampire, if you have at least, like, 2 vampires, preferably, like, 3 or 4, I think this card is worthwhile and becomes a lot better because being able to put the 1/1 counter on a different creature the first turn just goes a long way because then if they kill this, you're not losing all your value. And I think that's important to this card, but, you know, the removal in this format is far and few between. And if your opponent doesn't have a removal for 1 turn, you're just easily getting away with the game if you have all the elusive cards, which there are quite a few in this format. Gutless Plunderer actually is quite a bit better than I originally thought as well. I mean, being able to put cards in the graveyard is so advantageous, and just Death Touch is so strong in this format, man. And this is another card you can get quite late. Big Fin Bouncer actually wasn't as great in this deck as it has been in other decks. I think you really want to be a person who's playing an assertive deck to take full advantage of it, but it's still fine because there's enough tokens in the format where you can get your value. You know, being able to bounce the Dragon Caller that gives you a 4/4 dragon is great. And a card that I kind of didn't put enough respect on is the Light Shell Duo. Hindsight 2020, I probably should have played 2 of these. This is just such a good wall. 4 toughness is so much and so easy to enable prowess. Like, if you have a Think Twice in your grave, you're just threatening prowess to have a 4/5, and that's really like the pinnacle of stats in this format. Very few things go above 4 power outside of green. Uncharted Voyage was great too because of the tokens. This is an effect that we've seen be playable time and time again this year, just because they keep adding so many token synergies, and the Surveil is a worthwhile bonus to an otherwise underwhelming card. Bacon to the Pie is just crazy. It's insane to me that a 4-mana kill spell is like good enough in this format to be very premium, and that just shows how low power level the format is. And like, the thing is, getting the food is so advantageous to you because, you know, you have stuff like Lunar Insight that benefit from it, and that's a rare, so I'm not going to talk too much on that, but like, in these slower decks where you're going to want to be playing this card, the food just helps out so much because there's so many powerful 1-drops that just get in for damage early that it really does just give you a game piece to get back in the game. And then lastly, the Buccaneer. This card is amazing. This is honestly like, you know, first pickable in a low power level pack and something that I'm willing to take early, just because it's so much easier to attack with stuff than people originally thought going into the format, especially coming off Duskmourn, where the last attacking mechanic Survival was completely useless. This time around, there are a lot more ways to get in for damage, and this card is amazing. The Tragic Banshee, unfortunately, we didn't get to use, but I do think it's decent. I think it's a little bit less good in this variant, more so good in like a green deck, or yeah, probably just more so the best in a green deck. But when you do have sacrifice synergies, it is decently easy to enable, especially with ones like the Gormand, which allow you to sacrifice without spending mana or just throwing away your skeleton into something to play this in main phase 2. And because it's uncommon, people won't always play around it. I haven't even had someone play it on me yet, so there's something to be said about that. But overall, this was an awesome first run into Blue-Black, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely an archetype I'd like to play with more because I do think the Blue-Black Gold card is awesome, and it's unfortunate I didn't get to showcase that off this time. But, you know, this is a deck with basically no bombs, and we're able to get to a 3-0 trophy. So that definitely shows that this is a powerful color pair in the format. But thank you so much for getting this far in the video, and if you guys want to see more based gaming content, more card game content in general, make sure to smash the like button, turn post notifications on, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another banger. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace. Vampires really do be the goo though, baby. Alright guys, well, that is a third 3-0 victory in a row to cap off the stream. Man, I mean, we're just on a hot streak. 3 3-0s in a row, that usually doesn't happen to me past the first day. Especially in a format that I feel like there's so many bombs, we got a little bit lucky on that regard. But I've definitely just been trying to stay to white because I think it's so much more broken than the other colors. White and black just feel very, very powerful thus far. So if you want to get some free gems, I would just say keep trying to go white and get the premium white cards as often as they are shown to you. Because right now, it's very easy to just force whatever color you want. And that's going to change in the coming weeks as people get more information. Side note, this card is actually really good. I think this is going to see some commander play for sure. But overall, very, very cool card. I would love to own this in paper, but it's one of the most expensive cards from the set. Not too expensive, but it is a money card. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. Really appreciate you. Hope to have some videos on the YouTube channel soon. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube or the Rumble, wherever you're watching this content at. because I'm trying to upload as many videos as possible. But I thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hope to see you once again sometime this week. May the Lord bless you, keep you, bestow his countenance upon you, and give you peace. Hope you guys are enjoying this format. So far, I've had more fun than I originally thought I would. So all's well as it ends well. And we'll see how much time I'm actually going to dedicate to this format, because it's definitely not one of my favorites this year. But as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. I'll see you guys in the next